It would help if I took my mic off of mute. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the show. Well, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the music. Uh, got all the other volumes turned off. So we are good. Cool. Yeah, someday I know produces music. There's quite a few tracks that I have access to, probably over a couple of hundred. So I'll be switching out different music. So this is what I'm just using for now. What's up, Sandy? Uh, I kind of have the mic pushed over so I can access my keyboard easier. Um, so hopefully my audio doesn't cut in and out, but I think right there is good. So let me know if you guys have any trouble hearing me, then I can make some adjustments, but I think right there is good. It's been raining on and off all day, so not ready for the time change. I'm like freaking like wired. That's why I'm doing the show. I was laying down and I was like, you know what? I'm getting up. Anyway, poor Amy, she's missing out. Let me text her real quick. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the rain. We've had so much rain. The ground is so saturated. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. All right. Anyway, we're up and running. Now just a it's like so the ground is so saturated, it's just nasty. Think that's good. Which part of the UK do you live in, Carol? Sunbathing your chaps. You can get a good ass mud bath. I'm in my jammies and slippers. Yeah, right. Luckily, I had a monster handy, so I'm all ready to go. What's up, Amy? Mud butt. Talking about mud whores. That's for Julie. Oh my god, there's so much fucking drama going on. It's so funny. I just sit there and laugh. All the drama in the paranormal. The paranormal's full of drama. It always has been. It's just funny watching it all. Anyway, yeah, I was just in here playing around off and on today, so call Julie that. Julie's the queen of the mud whores. uh I gotta give you shit, Julie. Where's Carl? Carl with the C, and Carl with the K. Both of the Carls are missing in action. Carl with the K is probably at the beach, knowing his ass, running around in his onesie on the beach. Joel, you're funny. Damn, I can't believe that there's still aircraft coming in. I'm right over the flight path for one of the routes for LAX. I hear planes putting on their air brakes. Just heard one go flying overhead just now. I guess they're too far away. One's on the upside down, and the other one is sleeping, probably. So, any hoot. Nice. So you know what I'm talking about. What's up, Samantha? How you doing? Yeah, there's probably a lot of snow up in the mountains again. There's been a lot of snow. It's a nice thing about living where I live. It's about hour to the mountains and a few minutes to the beach. So I could do both on the same day. I know the weekend's like flying by. This week like freaking dragged. So anyway, yeah, I heard some shit going down before I came out here. So maybe we'll get some action. I heard something in the living room before I came out. I had to make sure I left some lights on so I won't walk into something walking into the house. I don't know. I heard something in the living room. But um just trying to think what I could. You never flown before. What? Um Keep on hearing ticking at night like an old clock. Huh. Yeah, it's kind of funny because I got an EVP one time where it was there's no clock in the room and it was freaking loud. And during the recording, I just heard a clock in the background. And then you just hear a baby crying and then a little kid running up and giggling and running away. It was funny. Nice. Somebody's trying to seduce you in your sleep. They're trying to wake you up. Yeah, I love flying. It is. Funny thing is I'm afraid of heights. So there's that. Um, Trying to figure out what we can do. Guess we can do uh, an SDR session. See if we get anything. Guess that's what we can try. I was planning on, I was trying to work on some stuff today. I just couldn't get motivated to do it. So who knows? Maybe we'll try a couple of things. See what happens. Should have broke out an old Ouija board. I had to see if it's still up there in the box. Oh, this is your first time? Well, welcome. You can always join. You can always join our private group. Let's see. Let me pull up. Let me pull something up really quick. Smelling tobacco again. Maybe somebody's in here with me. Let me do this. I'm going to paste. So there's a link to our private group. If you click on it, it's going to send me a request and I'll accept your request. But let me do this. I'm going to make a QR code. Oh, damn it. $18 characters. What the fuck? All right, whatever. So if you scan that code that I just put up, let's see. Damn it. There's a code I just put up on the screen. If you scan it, it will take you to our live, to the group page. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to change it. I'll take it down here in a second. But if you want to scan it, it'll bring up our group page. I'm gonna take it down. All right. You're a little lit. Were you playing darts again, Amy? Who else? I don't know who that is. Who's this? I don't know who that is. And I'll approve that one too. All right. A couple of people were just sending me requests. I didn't know who a couple of them were, so I just deleted them. So, anywho, smoking wacky tobacco. Oh, damn. Eric's talking about he's talking to Wayne about this place that we stayed at. It was a Days Inn in Scottsdale. That was so fucked up. That place was so fucked up. Hold on, Eric's. I'm sending a message to Eric. I'll tell you guys a story in a bit. I want to see if Eric comes on. Sorry if I'm cussing a lot, Carol. That's just me. I have no filter. So I try to watch my mouth sometimes, but sometimes I just can't help it. I got to see. Uh, cool, cool, cool. Why is that up? Uh, quit. No, I'll just leave it on. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Spies. I don't care. Let people spy. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I have no filter. And if I start talking crap, I try not to talk crap. I don't want to create any drama. But, you know, it's just like all the drama happening in the paranormal. It's just kind of funny. It's all the the Paris celebrities are all talking crap about each other. Yeah, probably. Probably Rachel. I don't know if you guys have heard, but I'm not going to talk about it. I was going to, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut. If you guys want to look it up, you'll probably see it happening on Facebook and Twitter. All right, what's Eric saying now? Sorry, they're blowing up my phone. So I always have to turn my phone off. Um, hold on a second. I think we're gonna have a special guest. uh, I don't know. Maybe I'll ask Eric. I'll let Eric spill the beans on it if he knows. Let's see if he joins. See, I'm just go. I never have anything planned. I just do things by the seat of my pants. It's better that way. Like I said, anytime you have things planned, it never goes as planned. Excuse me. I need to reach out to Sam. Sam's doing other stuff. I don't even know if he's doing much paranormal stuff or um, or she's doing it, I should say. Wayne's kind of talking. No, the thing is, Wayne, it's opposite. I think Nick is waiting to come out and say some stuff about Zach if this stuff continues or if anything happens. You're in upstate New York, Tammy? What's happening today? Nothing today that I know of. We're just chilling. Well, welcome to the show. Like I was saying, if you guys want to join, oh, I got to redo it. If you want to join the private group, I'll send you. I'll share. I'll share the page, and you can click on the link and join our private group if you like. And I'll also share the QR code if you want. Oh, let me edit that. Edit. Mm, I'll just do FB. That'll work. Save. Show. So if you scan that QR code, it will take you to our private group. And if you send a request, I'll accept it. I'll be posting more stuff. And anytime I go live, I usually post in there. Tonight it was just kind of like an incognito show. So anyway, I'll leave it up there for a minute. But I'm glad that you joined or you joined us tonight. Oh, cool. I'll take it down. Uh, approve and decline. All right. Uh-oh. I think we got a special guest tonight. Let me switch up the cameras on my cell. No, I'll leave it up like this. Uh, let's do this. Let me change the background. What's up, Eric? You look scared. Why are you scared? Eric's scared. I think he's afraid to come on. it's Ron Jeremy's son. I know. He just jumped off. He got scared. He saw Buffy was on, so he ran. I think he's trying to fix it. The trash can. No, that was in San Diego. I should harass Ian. What's up, Wayne? So he might be. I don't know. Ask him to show you. So Wayne, where are you gonna show um Hotel Camarillo? The 10th anniversary for Hotel Camarillo. You could do a screening on here. We could all watch it. I can host it live. We can do that. I don't mind. That'd be kind of cool, actually. And then we could do a Q&A after. Well, we can find a spot. What about what about the library in Ventura? We could do something kind of cool. I mean, we could do a screening and kind of pause it and talk about it and then continue. I don't know. We could do a lot of different things. Uh, or where else can we do a screening? I'm trying to think. I've been thinking about it since you guys talked about it. But yeah, we could do I don't know. I had a few ideas we can do, but that's all I knew, Wayne. We'll talk about it some more. Ron Jr. disappeared. He won't come back on. I haven't heard back from him. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Or we could do it at the old Ventura courthouse downtown. We can do it in the courtroom there. That'd be pretty cool. Talk to your buddy Richard, not Richard Burney. All right, now um, we're talking about a film that Wayne did. It's called Hotel Camarillo, and it could be you can watch it on Amazon. It's available on Amazon. What's up, Monica? Sure, go ahead, ask away. Eric, I'll bring you on here in a minute. I thought you said you wanted to ask a question. I'm doing good. You'd have to get a golden ticket from Eric. Eric's providing the golden tickets along with the golden showers. All right, I'm being bad. I'm sorry. I won't take a left turn this quick. All right, without further ado, let me bring on Ron Jeremy Jr.
Oh
What's
wow!
up?
Now I'm in color.
You're in living color now. What's up?
Yeah, I'm laying on the floor of my couch.
Why are you laying on your floor?
I got in an accident a month ago.
Oh, I knew that. How
I
you
was,
feeling? You feeling better?
yeah, I'm feeling better. Thanks. I was stringing a little bit tonight. I was in my car, so now I'm
Gotcha.
just resting my back.
Gotcha. So yeah, people are asking if you're built like Ron Jeremy, like your dad. Oh my god.
Please,
All right. Anyway, so people are asking about, or we're talking about, um, what's with the reverb? There's a reverb. You hear an echo? Hold on. Hold on a sec. Let me do something really quick. Let me fix it. All right, that should be it. That should have fixed it. All right.
think it's
I think it's
a
gone.
little bit.
It might be gone. Oh, it might be because Eric's not wearing headphones, but it's all right. We'll deal with it.
Oh, I can put headphones in.
It's up to you.
All right, hold on.
Wait, hold on. Let's see if is the reverb still there or the echo still there? Eric has echo. All right, Eric, throw in some headphones. Hold on, he's getting some headphones.
All right, I got headphones on.
All right, the echo should be gone. All right. Okay. Don't give yourself a rug burn. He already has rug burn. All right. Anyway, so we're talking about this place in Scottsdale. Eric and I did a road trip um to Arizona, and we left what at 11 o'clock at night, 11:30, something like that.
It was
We
late.
we didn't get to Phoenix until what 5 or 6 in the morning, something like that.
Yeah.
5. It was about 5, and they screwed up on our reservation, so they were sold out for the day, and our check-in time wasn't until like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we had to find another hotel. So they sent us to another hotel, and so we got there, and they told me that they were booked. So, um, so they said, "Wait a minute, we think we had a cancellation, or somebody might have left." So I said, "I don't care if the beds are made or not." Um, I said, "We just need somewhere to, you know, crash out for a few hours, and then we're going to get up and go out, or go check in our other room, whatever." So we walked to the room. We just left the bags because we're like, dude, let's just go to the room. We'll check it. We'll just go in there real quick, use the restroom, do whatever, and then we'll go back out and get our bags. So we go to the room, and the door freaking wouldn't open. It was like the door opened, but it was like something was like holding the door shut. It's like, what the fuck is going on? So we finally go in. I walk in, and something immediately like hits me on the bridge of my nose. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I turned around real quick and said, Eric, let's get out. And I was like, God damn it. So so we walk out. We walk to get our bags, and Eric's like, dude, why won't you? Why? What happened? Oh, you said like why? What happened? Why don't you want to go in? And I said, dude, I don't want to deal with this shit right now. I'm just too tired. So we go back to the car, and we smoke a cigarette, and we unload the car, and then we go back. As soon as we got right by the door, I get freaking nauseous, like super nauseous. And then I was like, God damn it. And Eric's like, what's up? And I said, dude, let's just go in the room. And then we walk in, and immediately we both felt like, what the hell is in the room with us?
Well, at first the elevator wasn't working.
That's right. The elevator, we hit the call button, the elevator wouldn't come down. So go ahead, tell the story.
Oh, I think the hotel's gone now. It might, but anyways, so yeah, we go back into the room. You were like getting sick. I went to go lay down in the bed, on your bed, and then I go into the bathroom, and I'm like, I can't even go in here. I mean, you couldn't even breathe in there. And well, I want to say first, before we went downstairs, we were hearing the footsteps and knocking. We were in the room for like 5 minutes. So jump forward. I'm trying to go to the bathroom, and it's just so thick in there. I mean, I couldn't even breathe. And we both think that someone was murdered or committed suicide, or possibly even both. And we go to sleep. Rob's on his side, I'm on my side. And we're hearing the footsteps and knocking again. I'm telling Rob to stop. And he's like, that's not me. And when we wake up in the morning, he told me that I had been screaming all night, saying, like, get off of me and stop grabbing my legs and stuff. And I didn't remember that. And then he told me to look outside, and there was like a convalescent hospital or something right below us also.
Yeah, it was crazy. There was just so we were hearing like walking between our beds. Um I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, God damn it. I said, I don't want to deal with this shit right now. And then something was just like pounding on the nightstand, like right in between us. And that's when Eric was like, God damn it, fucking stop knocking. And woke him up. And I said, Eric, I'm not knocking. Look at where I'm at. And I was like laying diagonal on the bed, and I was on the phone talking, and and the person I was talking to was saying, "What the hell's that knocking?" I said, "Something is pounding on the nightstand." And she was like, "Are you serious?" And I said, "Yeah." And I said, and she was like, "No." Well, she said, "No, it's Eric." And I said, "Eric's asleep." And I think I ended up putting her on FaceTime, and I was like, "Look." And yeah, and it was just it was funny, and it was like, and she was like, "Wait, something happened in the bathroom." I said, "How do you know that?" And she said, "I can feel it." And I said, "Yeah, Eric would not go into the bathroom. I had to stand outside the door while he was taking a piss. He would not go to the bathroom. He made me stand outside the door while he was taking a piss."
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so funny. But yeah, so that's something that we had to deal with, like at, you know, with no sleep, trying to get sleep, because we had to go to do an investigation like the next night at somebody's house. That's why we went to Arizona.
Yeah.
Went to go help out a family, where her son commits suicide. So
Yeah, I crossed the sun over, but I hate to say it, that family didn't have much integrity with anything. They were going to give Rob and I, they weren't going to pay us, but they were going to compensate us for our travel expenses, which never happened. And I had talked to, I think Rob also talked to them before he went. Um, they said that whatever you do, we want you to cross our son over. And well, actually, I got to backtrack. I did not cross him over. I was about to. They did not want him to be crossed over. I was in the process. I never did cross him over, right? They didn't want him crossed
No,
over, right?
no, right.
But we were. I was asking questions, and we were getting his exact voice. I remember that.
Yeah. No, we're doing an EVP session, and we're getting responses, and the family was it was very very emotional because just because the when the son came through a few times, and she was like, "Oh my God, that's his voice," and he said a couple of things that meant something to her because we didn't know what it's like when you're doing a ghost box session or you're doing something because you don't know what the message is and you don't know what the message is about. But there was a couple of things that were said, and it was like full sentences. um and I was like, okay, does that mean anything to you? And we looked at her, and she's just bawling, she's just like tearing.
I
So
mean, I understand her emotions, but I don't understand how a parent or parents could be so selfish that they would not want their child to be crossed over. I mean, maybe they were afraid because they were religious, and there's some religions where if you commit suicide, you go to hell, but you know those same religions you can find salvation or whatever you want to call it and be saved. Um, but I just don't understand why a parent wouldn't want to leave it up to some kind of other power.
yeah,
And I don't want to say a higher power because who knows where he was going, but just his time on Earth was over.
yeah. But it was kind of strange because, like what Eric said, I mean, I really didn't want to go. Um, but talking to the family, and it was hard because, I just literally got off of work, and I just at that time I just didn't have, I think it was, the beginning of the month, so I had a bunch of bills to pay and things like that. And um so I told the family, look, this it's just not a good time for us to go, um, or for me to go, because I said, because I have to put up, I have to drive, so I have to pay for my gas, I have to pay for hotel, all that stuff. And I just said, just right now, right, I want to help, but I just don't have the funds to do it. And then that's when she said, no, 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 we'll take care of you guys and pay for everything. And I never asked for anything. I mean, if I go somewhere, it's always on my dime. But this time I said, I just can't do it. I'm just strapped. And she said, no, 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 we'll we'll help you guys out. We'll pay for your room, we'll pay for gas, whatever. And I said, if you do that, I'm fine. Don't worry about, paying us for our meals or paying for anything, or don't even, and she was like, no, 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 and I'll give you guys something a little extra. And I was like, no, I'm not going to accept it. So anyway, so she said, okay, well, so we do everything. And then she said, well, we're all finished and stuff. And we talked to, we're at the house. I don't know. We're there from what, 8 o'clock in the evening till, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And
Yeah.
I mean, we were there for a good amount of time, not saying like, oh, it's, they're taking up our time. It wasn't about that. And we spent a lot of good time with the family, you know, consoling the family, talking to them, asking them what else we wanted to do, things like that. And it was just like, after that, it was like they just literally, almost like, even because I think I called, because I just called them like the next day. later in the afternoon just to say, see how everything's going, how they're doing. And my calls were just literally immediately going to voicemail. And I was like, I think they freaking blocked me.
Wow.
Yeah, and
I
it
didn't
was
even remember that part, but they lived like in a wealthy suburb of,
of
I think it was
Scottsdale.
like, yeah, like Sunrise or something like that.
Yeah. It
One of
was,
those
yeah,
wealthy
it
communities.
was just outside of Scottsdale. It was actually near the domes. God, what
Casa
the
Grande.
Casa Grande. And yeah, they lived in, I mean, they were very well off. And it was just, I mean, it just left a really bad taste in my mouth. And I think that was the last residential I ever did.
Are
Um,
you serious?
yeah, I think so.
Wow. Wow.
Um, just because of, just how we felt or how they, you know, it's just feels like they took advantage of us.
Yeah.
Um, and they're just the way that they were acting too when we were leaving. It was just really weird. But the whole thing with that whole trip, I mean, it was kind of a trip. So after that, we were like, you know what? Let's just make the best of this trip.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't have the extra cash, but let's go to Tombstone. We'll go, spend the day in Tombstone. And so when we get to Tombstone, this is so funny. We're pulling it. We pull off the freeway. We're going down into the city of Tombstone. All of a sudden, I just get lit up. And Eric's like, "What the fuck? Why are we getting pulled over?" And I
Oh,
said,
that's
"Dude,
right.
I have no idea." I said, "I wasn't speeding." And because I was only doing like maybe 20, 25, because we're in like city limits. And so the cop pulls us over. We're playing music. We're playing like old school hip hop or something. And so the guy walks up, the cop walks up, and then he's like, "Oh, I really like your music." And I said, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah." And so we're like chit chatting about the music and stuff. And he goes, "Oh, what are you guys doing here?" And we're like, "Oh, we just came into town, blah, blah." He said, "Oh, I see that you're paranormal investigators." And I said, "How do you know that?" And he said, "Oh, your sticker on your back window." And I was like, oh, duh, I forgot about that. And then, so, um, anyway, so then he said, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" I said, "No, I wasn't speeding, was I?" And he said, "No, you were only doing like 20." And I said, "Okay." And he said, "No, you were tailgating." And I said, "What?" And he said, "Yeah, you were tailgating." And I was like, the car was like two car lengths ahead of me. He said, "Well, you have to be at least 3 seconds behind the car in front of you." And I said, "But it's kind of, the traffic's kind of backed up." And he said, "Yeah, but you still can't tailgate." I was like, "Oh, okay." So he walks back. He gets like to the bumper of my car, turns back around, and then he said, "Here you go. I'm just going to give you a warning." And then he said, "Oh, do you want to know kind of a weird story? This is kind of like paranormal related." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, sure." So he tells us about, he said, "Do you know where you guys came in and you turned off?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "On the other side of the freeway, there was a fatality, a car crash, and a guy burned to death in his car." He said, "People have said that they have seen his spirit walking along," and he told me the mile marker. I was like, "Okay, cool, whatever." And we're like, "Oh, that's." I said, "That's unfortunate, but that's kind of cool that people see that." So we go to Tombstone for the day. We leave. It was just before sunset. So we're leaving, and Tombstone's in the middle of the desert. And we're driving, and the sun setting, and it was just, the sky was just like so beautiful. And I was like, okay. And people that know me and see my post, I post a lot of pictures of like sunsets and stuff like that. So I took a picture of the sunset, and then um later, I think we are driving, and I was like, "Oh, I want to check out that picture because it's like just desert." I mean, we're in the middle of desert, and it's just straight away. So I pull out my phone, and I look at the picture, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I was like, Eric, look at this picture. And he looks and he goes, what the fuck? Who's that? There's a guy standing there on the side of the road. And I was like, dude, you know where that was? And he goes, and I said, it was right where that mile marker was, where that guy told us. And yeah, and it's kind of weird because it right next to where he was standing, there was a mile marker. Um, and the picture also. It was just so weird. So weird. I gotta
Yeah,
find
that
that
was
picture.
pretty cool.
So yeah, so anyway, yeah, that hotel was just really messed up.
Yeah, I'm not doing residentials anymore either. I actually took my website down around 2 years ago, maybe. People are
Right.
still finding me. Someone contacted me, but I didn't even get back to them.
Yeah. So, it's like, you know, it's just weird and ironic when I have stayed at so many haunted hotels or you know, alleged haunted hotels and nothing has ever happened. We just
Buffalo.
yeah. Buffalo is another story.
Buffalo is crazy. Aliens and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, we had another experience in Buffalo. No, that wasn't in Buffalo. That was Ohio.
No, no, the Buffalo with Patricia, the aliens and the.
No, that was in Ohio.
Was it?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, that's when we went to Mansfield.
When the Shadow Man walked right through the.
That's when we went to Mansfield. Remember we met with the movie producer at the hotel. That was in Mansfield.
No, but the aliens and all that was with
That was in
Patricia.
that was there in Ohio.
Really?
Yeah, that was at
Oh
the
my
Red Roof
god.
Inn in Ohio.
That drug trip fucked me up more than I thought. Wow.
Yeah, that was in Ohio.
Oh, yeah, that was.
So you could tell me about that one. That's another story.
Oh, that was crazy. Also, we were like, uh, there was just one unit being occupied, and the other uh rooms were vacant. But we would see like faces looking out, and when we were outside of the hotel, it was like a field, and I mean, it sounds crazy, but it was like something was fucking manipulating our minds or something, like MK Ultra type of shit. And we all just got a same vibe. I mean, you can't almost even describe it, but it was like we were being tracked or something and hearing like these weird electronic sounds and just I don't know, it's really hard to explain. And I like saw like in my mind's eye outside the door, I was like I went back into the room like I don't know, like a typical gray, like standing like trying to get into the hotel room. And the other person that was there went outside, they opened the door and they were like, fuck that. and, and immediately closed the door. And also we were like sitting like in a kind of like in a triangle. So a lady was sitting at the desk, Rob was sitting on the bed, I was sitting in a chair on the other side, and we all literally saw. Sorry, I don't know if you're hearing that. I'm getting alerts for like traffic accidents and stuff. Um, we all literally saw the Hat Man walk through from like where the bathroom was out the front door. And I mean, like I think I've said on this show before, like, with Charman and stuff, like shit that's like mythology, you know, you all know a very famous mythological entity we dealt with, but stuff that's like mythology or urban legends, like Hat Man and stuff, I don't know how it manifests. I mean, Fidel Haro and I got a picture of Slender Man, which was a creepy pasta. But in this case, the Hat Man, black cape, top hat, about 6.5 feet tall, nonchalantly walks from the bathroom area right out the front door. And I mean, you could see him as if it was a person. It was completely solid. And he's like, I don't know if he was levitating or just walking very slow, but it was like he just glided through the room. It didn't feel very like malevolent or anything like a lot of people say. I mean, it didn't feel comfortable, but the alien shit definitely felt a lot worse.
Yeah. Did he flush? Nope. He didn't even wash his hands. He just walked right through. No, but that was weird because, like Eric said, the hotel was pretty much empty. Um, and it was right off the interstate. It was at a Red Roof Inn right off of the interstate. And there was maybe three cars in the hotel parking lot. So a lot of the rooms were vacant, but it was weird because it looked like there was people looking through the windows at us, and it was weird because you would almost see like the curtains open up, and and there was like three or four faces like looking out, and then they would close,
On both
and
sides.
on both sides. And she was like, "There's nobody in these rooms," and the rooms were like dark. And then like what Eric was saying, where we saw that it did look kind of like a gray. It was like a little marsh area. It was weird. There was a lot of like reeds and stuff. Um,
And there was some
and
kind of like tower that didn't belong there. It wasn't like a cell phone tower. It was like some kind of like, it almost looked like some kind of like military shit near the railroad
yeah, and
tracks or whatever.
it had like, I mean, yeah, it was just a tower, and it was all bob wired off. It was weird. Um, it was just really, really, really strange. But then
And
so
we got stopped by the cops there also.
I was just gonna say that. So it was what, 1:30 in the morning. We're staying at Holiday Inn Express in Mansfield. Um and it was right next to an abandoned theater, right? Was it a theater?
Yeah, that's right. They let us through, but I think it was like some of it was sealed off.
Yeah, so there's a like walkway going between the two buildings, and the girl at the front desk was like, "Come on, let's go over there." She was like such a bad influence on us. She was like taking us like all over the place. And then she was like, "All right, we you guys need to," and she was telling us, "Do not wander around the streets of Mansfield. It's bad." She's like, "This, there's freaking crackheads everywhere." And so we're like, "Okay." So, but then she was like taking us like all over the place, like at 3 in the morning.
Oh, that's right.
And I said, "I thought you said there's a bunch of crackheads everywhere." And then she said there is. And then all of a sudden there's two people on bikes. And she said, "Look, there they go." And there was like, yeah, two druggies on bikes. And we're just like laughing. And then she was like, "Okay, we got to go back in the hotel." And she's like, "I'll make sure the doors lock behind us." Because they had, the automatic doors. So she would lock them so they wouldn't open. So we would have to go back in because they would start yelling at us like, "Hey, hey!" And then she was like, "All right, we got to go in." So we would go back in, and she would lock the doors. But yet she took us into an abandoned building. There was like a bridge that interconnected the two, or a walkway. It was like a walkway. It was all enclosed. So we walked through, and then she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna stand guard. You guys go in." And I was like, "No, you go in. I'll stand guard." I said, I'm not going in there. I'm not going to get caught for trespassing. So anyway, so before we went to check in, so it was late at night. I don't know. We're talking to her for a while, and then we're like, we're gonna go wander around. She's like, you guys are stupid. So we drive. I said, let's go check out the jail. Let's go check out the
Yeah.
prison at 1:30 in the morning. Let's go check out the prison. Let's just go drive by it. I wanted to take a couple of pictures. Um, so we go to the prison and we park at the front gate because the gates are locked, obviously. So I just wanted a picture of that long driveway leading up to the jail with the jail in the background. So I want to take a couple of pictures. So I did that, and then we're leaving and we pull out and I was like, "Oh shit, there's a cop behind us." So we're driving, and the cop is like literally following us turn for turn. I said, "Okay, I'm gonna see if he's really following us." So I turned down this residential area, and I'm driving down the residential area, and then he freaking lights me up. And then so he comes over. He said, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like, "Oh, we just came into town." And he was like, "What were you guys doing at the prison?" And we said, "Oh, we're gonna be out there tomorrow." He said, "Oh, so you guys are the ones that we read about in the paper." And and I said, "What do you mean you read about us in the paper?" He said, "Oh yeah, you guys are with the film crew that is supposed to be filming at the jail this weekend." And we said, "Yeah, how do you know?" And then he said, "Well, like I said," he said, "I read about this." And he said, "Do you guys know that it's 1:30 in the morning?" And I said, "Yeah, we can't sleep." And he said, "Well, the town's pretty much closed off and you guys are wandering around. You guys shouldn't be driving around here at night. It's not a good area." And we're like, "Okay." And he said, "Where are you guys staying?" And we told him, and he said, "All right, just get in your car. I'm following you over there." So he made sure that we drove back to the hotel, and then he just kind of went on. He said, "Don't come out of your hotel. If I catch you guys again, I'm gonna arrest you." We're like, "Okay."
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy though. It was like summer, and I think there was like one day we were there, it was almost gonna like snow or something.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like in the middle of summer, it was like fucking freezing rain, like a few degrees colder, and it would have been snow. But it was like the same thing happened to us in Buffalo in May. But it's like I think we were filming in June or July, and it was like literally like 2 or 3 degrees away from snowing.
Yeah, it was cold. It was
A
weird.
lot of Chinese buffets there.
Yeah, Mansfield's not like I don't know. It was kind of funny.
You know, we go to one of them, and it wasn't that bad, right?
I don't think so.
No. Oh my god, my head is messed. I thought we went to one there.
I think we did. I think we walked out.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think we did go, and then we walked out. We're like, fuck this. Let's go somewhere else.
Oh, we went to Cracker Barrel with Nikki. Was it right, or is that another thing? My
No,
memory's so bad.
we did go to with Nikki the day after. We met Rob and Nikki. Um,
Okay.
yeah. Well, Rob didn't want to go to lunch, so we picked up Nikki and we went. And then later that night, we met Rob and Nikki at the jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to go do a filming there, and Sylvester Stallone just was there filming like the week before we were there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nothing ever came of that movie, did it?
It I've seen parts of it. They made like a sequel to it also.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow. We weren't in it. We were more like consultants, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, as Eric and I went to Mansfield. We're at the jail for what 3 days?
Yeah, and then I wanted to go to
Oh yeah, it
that
was
abandoned
Escape.
high
That's
school.
it. That was it. It was Escape. That's the movie.
It was what?
Escape.
That's what the movie's called?
Yeah, Escape.
I'll have to check that out. But then we I wanted to go to the abandoned high school, which was in East Cleveland, and you're like, fuck that. It was
Then
worse
what?
than parts of Chicago.
Yeah, Eric wanted to go to this abandoned high school in the middle of a bad part of Cleveland. And I was like, we started driving out there, and I was like, oh, hell no. We turned around. I was like, man, this is worse than Watts.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Well, actually, Watson South Central. Well, South Central this past week has been crazy, but the bad areas recently have been downtown Hollywood and Koreatown in LA. I would say those have been three rough spots in LA the last few months.
Right.
Comes and goes, but yeah, downtown has been nuts. There was some guy got shot in the head downtown yesterday.
Look, I've gone down to Watts, I've gone down to Compton and parts of Long Beach. There's parts that you just do not go. I mean, you just don't. Um,
Oh shit! Tell them about that accident in Long Beach.
which one?
The fire where you could smell the flesh for like a mile.
Oh,
Or do
God,
you want me to say it?
so nasty. That was so nasty. So we were staying at the Queen Mary
With Crystal and Amber.
in Amber. So we were invited to go out to the Queen Mary, and some friends of ours had a room there. And I don't know what time it was. It was late. It was what, maybe 1 in the morning, and
Yeah, we were going to King Taco.
the girls were hungry, and the ship, basically all the restaurants on the ship closed like at 9. Um, so we're like, they're hungry, and they're like, we need to go somewhere. And I was like, well, we could go to Long Beach. And so I looked on my phone, I found a couple of places, and they're like, all right, let's go to King Taco. Um, King Taco's like it's a no, there's several locations throughout LA. So we're like, all right, let's go to King Taco. So we go down there, and there's like fire trucks, and they have like the streets blocked off. And we're like, shit, now we can't get there. So they just finished cleaning up, and you still see smoke. There's still, you know, so they're directing traffic. And I was like, oh, cool, we got to go through. We drive by, and you see like remnants from some of the cars because they're getting ready to tow, and it just smells like burning flesh. Oh my God, it was so bad.
No, the bodies were still there.
Yeah, they were still cleaning up, and all the paramedics were there
It
because
was it was a I don't understand it. I mean, I think it was gang related because it was a car versus bicycle,
yeah,
and unless you not a motorcycle, a
a
bicycle,
bicycle.
you have to hit that thing so fucking hard to cause a fire to your car. But it was like Rob was saying, they were cleaning up, but there was a torso and a broken windshield, and there were legs underneath the car, and everything else was on fire.
It was so
And you could
nasty.
smell it for probably at least 100 yards. It just smelled like burning flesh.
It was so nasty.
I mean, I do media at night, and this was now I didn't do it back then, and this is one of the worst things I've seen. And then we go to we went to a gas station, and there's someone like dead in their pickup truck or something. They're just like slumped over in their pickup truck. And then we go back to the hotel, and there's like a gypsy, and we're not making any of this up. We go back to the hotel, there's a gypsy, like, I don't know, like someone that looks like a fortune teller or something, walking around in the parking lot, and they say some gibberish, or what sounds like gibberish, and it was actually pointed, I think, a lot of it was pointed to Amber, And then all of a sudden, like with a snap of the fingers, she starts getting really sick.
Yeah. Yeah, that gypsy was like saying stuff to us and following us, and we're like, what the hell's up with this chick? And yeah, all of this shit happened all of that same night where we just get back from eating with that fire, and then this gypsy's walking around, um, kind of like, like catcalling and following us and saying like weird shit. And then I think it was Crystal might have been saying, "Oh my God, she's casting it. She's gonna cast a spell on us or hex us or something." So we're kind of like hurrying to get back onto the ship, and she's like following us, and we're like, "Oh my God!" And uh, Amber's freaking out. So the girls start running, and then I'm just sitting there laughing, and Eric and I are just like hanging back laughing. And then that lady's still like saying stuff, and I'm like, "Just go away. Just we're going back. Just leave us alone." We're just laughing. Anyway, yeah, it was just a trip.
And that
Weird
was a
shit.
good night.
I know.
I mean,
It was a
it
good
was a
night.
good night. We went there. I had already. It was actually during Halloween, so they had a. I don't remember if it was still Dark Harbor. I don't remember if it was still Shipwreck back then or if it was Dark Harbor. I think it had changed to Dark Harbor.
Yeah, but it
But
was
their
like a big
Halloween event.
carnival. Is it like a big carnival?
Yeah, it was like with their mazes and everything. And I had already gone there for media night, covered for media night. But somehow, I don't know how they pulled it off. We didn't have tickets or anything, but Amber and Crystal somehow got all four of us in for free. We just, these are like 80, $100 tickets. Somehow they get us in for free. So they're buying us alcohol all night. And
Yep.
I mean, I think we maybe went into what, like two mazes or something before all
Yep.
this happened. They're like, all right, let's just leave. I don't know. I guess they weren't impressed or it wasn't their thing or whatever, which is weird because Crystal did all those extreme haunts. But
Right. Yeah, it's just weird. Anyway, yeah, that's our antics. But anyway, we just had to share, I guess. We were just talking about stuff, so that's why I told Eric, Why don't you just come on? We'll talk about it. Give us something to do. Better than doing boring ghost box sessions." Yeah,
I,
it was pretty crazy. But every time we do something, shit always happens. It's weird. There's always weird stuff that happens.
yeah.
Anyway, Ashley, how you doing? Haven't seen you on in a while.
All right, I'm gonna hop off. I'm at about 10%.
All right,
I need
go
to get
go
some
do
sleep and see the alerts I missed.
no go do some of your night crawling shit.
No, I'm done unless I go. You know what? It's crazy. You know how I am, like an adrenaline junkie and impulsive and compulsive and all that. I'm working on it a lot, but I would I don't do it anymore. But I would lay in bed with my scanner on, and it would be like okay, and
Night
I mean now
monkey.
I know the difference. Like between a shooting and an ambulance shooting. And I mean I
Right.
hate to say this stuff's going to happen whether I do it or not. A shooting a lot of times is like when a call comes out as a shooting, it might be nothing. It could be fireworks or it could be a false call. When it's an ambulance shooting, unfortunately, someone got shot. The news is going to cover it either way. They just don't happen to do it at 2 o'clock in the morning. So and I don't consider myself a stringer. I don't. I know a lot of stringers. I don't respect a lot of what they do. They do things differently than me.
Come
But
on,
I used to.
you're taking on
I'm not like Jake Gyllenhaal and Nightcrawler.
that's Eric.
Um, no, but I used to. I used to lay in bed with my scanner on, and I mean it was crazy. I would hear like shooting, not even ambulance shooting, but just shooting. Get dressed, throw my shoes on, and run. And it's nothing happened, or an accident. And I don't want anyone to get hurt. Let's not get that wrong. I mean, I don't want anybody to get hurt. I'm not God. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. But I'd run and put on my clothes. Like I said, I'm in bed. You know, throw my shoes on, and it winds up being a fender bender. you know.
Right.
So I don't do that. Once I hit my bed, I'm trying to go to sleep. But no, I know some people that are out now, and they're going to be out until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, you're gonna
But
miss out.
I don't film suicides. I don't like filming stuff that happens to kids. I have my boundaries. I don't cross police lines. I'm respectful. There's actually some channels where they antagonize the police so they can get the police to, fight them just for views. I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah. All right, well, go
It's
get some sleep.
Yeah, I'm going to bed, man. I'm going to
All right.
bed. It's 1 o'clock.
All
Thank
right.
you for having me on.
No problem. Thanks for coming on. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Okay, bye. All right, guys. Well, that sucks. Ashley, I'm sorry you dislocated your shoulder. How did you do that? I know you did it at work, but I don't know. Asking too many questions, I guess. I'm just in one of those moods. Oh my god, speaking of the devil, freaking Amber's on. Oh, that sucks. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Congratulations on your new job, by the way. Oh my god, that's crazy. Really? Oh my god, that's crazy. So how do you like it so far? Well, are you on workman's comp now or are you still working? Oh, you'll find out Monday. Wow. When did that happen? Oh my god, that sucks. I am so sorry. Did you have to go to the hospital? Dislocating your shoulder is not fun. I've done it. I did mine was a freak accident though. I did mine in my sleep during a dream. I don't know if I felt like I was astroplaning. I think I told the story. And I dreamt that I was thrown against a brick wall. And when I came to, I had a dislocated shoulder. But I remember, I mean, I still remember the dream vividly. It was, it was weird. I was outside of like a bar, like in the, like in the alley where the back door was to the bar. There was some guys standing out there smoking, and me and a friend of mine were walking by. One of the guys was talking crap, and then I said something, and he picked me up and threw me against the wall. Yep, that's exactly how it was. My arm was dangling, like down to my knee. Ah, wow. Sucks. I'm sorry. Well, get well soon. But it's good seeing you on. And why are you still up? It's like what, 3 o'clock in the morning there? Well, it's good talking to you and seeing you also. I know I'm wide awake. It's freaking 1 o'clock. I'm wide awake. No, I totally understand that. Oh, it's 5 there? Holy shit. Well, oh yeah, you guys already changed your time. It's only 1 o'clock here. That's weird. Our time hasn't changed yet. See, I could stay up for another couple hours. Maybe it'll be a long night for me. Maybe I'll start doing box sessions or something. I don't know. I'm like wide awake. Yeah, I think the time doesn't change until 2. Okay. Well, if you want, come back on. I don't know. Maybe nobody will be watching. Everybody be like bored. I just like sharing stories. And it's funny because, we just start talking about stuff and then we just start reminiscing. But we wanted to tell our stories here on the show. There's so many. Oh my god, so many stories. I got to start like digging up some evidence and stuff and start sharing that maybe. I don't even know where any of that stuff is. I've moved probably like 5 times since then. Yeah, I know. It's only 1:13 right now. So I still have like or yeah, 47 minutes. All right. So what should we do? I did chug it. um all right, I guess we can do box session. Guess we'll just start that. Let me switch the cameras real quick. I had to sit up a little bit. So I'm not low riding. Box session? Box sessions are just so damn boring. I'm sorry. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I just want some real freaking activity. Shit's always going down here. I'm always prepared just to hit this mute button so then you guys can hear the background. You can hear my computer fans going. But any hoot. All right. Let's just start this up. See what happens. What? Why is that?
Quote the Rob
Who just called my name?
Nine. Some my heart and
Who just said me?
Six. Een uur gedwongen.
that lie that
Met het zalige.
it's plutonian.
The light? What are you talking about?
Oh,
On the floor. Hell.
no. Avec ses grands yeux.
Misschien toch wel.
Sport.
And accountant.
Full.
Scene.
Raina, are you here with us?
Vanochtend verhoogd zijn.
Lenore
14.
Over his fish.
Somebody's calling out some numbers. Maybe they're going to give us some lottery numbers.
stole with
The hell was that?
Nama.
Te hebben.
This and
Drukkerij.
I'll chuckle. Te zien. Rook.
T4.
What the hell?
Wegens.
que ya nos vamos.
That was weird because the camera was trying to focus in on something and I was seeing something weird in the mirror. So I had to change it from autofocus. It looked like there was a shadow in the mirror. That was weird. But the camera started like going in and out of focus because it was trying to focus in on something. So
Die maaltijd.
yeah, that's why I took it out of autofocus and then I had to refocus the camera. That was weird.
Als gij hem op
Maybe I should have left it that way.
We gotta
inschepel.
That was strange.
Nou,
So about, I'll go back and look at the footage. So about at 140 into the video. Write that down. Roughly. That's why I always have a pad and paper handy now, so I can go back and check it. I'm gonna have to put a battery in this freaking REM pod. I'm gonna start getting some shit out.
beelden.
I don't know what that was, Julie. I have no idea. It was weird. I could have swore I saw something in the mirror, a shadow.
Like-
It's not what we're seeing here. It was something else.
Geslagen. Speelsen te laten.
It caught my eye though, and that's when I started noticing the camera trying to focus. Oh, it said shadow. It said a shadow. Oh, I saw it. What the hell's up with that? Did you see the shadow?
Vol met
Stuk vlees in.
andere. Ene. Een schet van.
What did you say? He has headphones, so you see me wearing headphones? This is weird.
near
Info. Oog.
Of that 20.
Maar.
Did you just say Mark? See, and people say that they see him moving or his eyes move or something. I've never noticed that. But then again, I don't stare at it, so I don't know. Now Julie's gonna get me all like on edge. And I got this skeleton freaking staring at me. And my other monitor is huge. I should do a screenshot and share it with you guys. Show you what I'm seeing in staring at me in this other monitor. It's huge.
name.
Let me see if I can share this screen and show you guys. You guys will freak out. Let me see if I can. Let me show you what I'm looking at. This thing is like a huge monitor and what I'm staring at. That's what I'm looking at in my other monitor. Oh, you like it?
In het
Like
The light. What about the light?
Heen en weer. Overgeven.
Yeah, so imagine looking at that skeleton on a 32-inch monitor that's vertical.
Negative report.
Negative?
Possibly.
Does anybody have any messages for us?
It's okay. Just
Kunnen Sie starten?
Yeah, that deep voice is kind of creepy. Ed, is that you? Are you back? Haven't heard from you in a while.
Bestek.
vlees
Bij de
bird in the grass.
Oh God.
You know what's funny is it's not the same voices coming through. It's kind of freaky though. I might have to turn off that monitor. I'm just like out of the corner of my eye, that's all I see.
Portie
Is it?
It's kind of like this.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this. Just me sitting here
krijg
on this side, and it's just staring at me.
Ding of
What about
I gotta get this thing off my screen.
Yeah.
de muis.
us?
GSM.
beetje sense of
E44. 60.
Even
Why do you keep on calling out for Mark? Are you talking about? Are you talking about Carl's Mark? Detour.
Mark is in
So,
And it's weird because sometimes there's a little bit of echo in some of the voices coming through. That's weird.
Let's look the cool
Opspoor.
portie are
It's a move. See.
nevermore.
Nevermore.
If you, I don't know.
Die op school.
Prima dan
operator.
zie
anderen
50.
Yeah, I know. I keep on. Oh, somebody just said Carl. Where's Carl and Mark tonight?
onbegenade
Sorry, that's me pounding the pencil on this pad. I'm just wired. I'll know how I'm going to sleep tonight. End it. You want me to end it? Okay, I'll stop. I'll end the session. Since you asked me to end it. All right, we're ending the session.
world.
They asked me to end it, so I ended it. I don't know who she is. Does anybody else want to show themselves in the mirror? I don't know who we were talking about. Sorry, I just don't know who you were talking about or referring to. I know, I'm kind of curious myself. I'll have to go back and watch it. But it was weird. I don't know if you guys all saw it. But the camera was trying to focus in on it. Whatever is trying to focus in on. Let me turn it back on autofocus. I just wanted to see what happens. Right now it's on autofocus. So you see it's not kind of trying to focus in like on the candle flicker or anything like that. And right now it's on autofocus. So if I put it back on manual, I might have to adjust the focus. Let's see. No, it went back. Huh. So I have it on manual focus now. So see, I can totally adjust it. I'll put it back on auto. Let's see what happens. I have it on autofocus now. Let's see. Come on, focus in on that. Yep. What's up, Christy? Yeah, there was something like showed itself in the mirror. It was weird. It was like a shadow. Um, and the camera tried to focus in on it. So, and that's why I kind of saw the camera like kind of pulsate, like it was trying to adjust. And then when I looked up, like I said, it caught me because I was just watching the chats. Usually, I just watch the chats when we're doing a session. Um, but it caught I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and then when I looked, I saw something in the mirror, and then it was gone, and then I saw the camera trying to focus in on it. So then I switched it over to autofocus or manual focus and readjusted to see. But yeah, I don't know. That was weird. It was at the about the 1 hour 40 minute mark on the show, so I wrote it down. It was between that and 1:47. So I got to look at the replay to see if I see anything. But then the ghost box said shadow and said, "Did you see it?" So that was kind of interesting. Very, very interesting. But I'm glad you made it, Christy. Yeah, and then we just talked. I had a friend of mine come on. We were talking because we were talking about this location that we stayed at. So we kind of shared some stories. It's kind of funny because I totally forgot about that whole private investigation too. So yeah, that whole thing just left a bad taste in my mouth. So I just kind of forgot about it. I just kind of put it behind me. No, I think you're just seeing that skeleton I showed you. And that guy's just staring at me. I still didn't turn it off. He's still staring at me out of the corner of my eyes. Uh, I got to, I don't know. Actually, it doesn't even bother me, but it is kind of creepy. Just seeing this big ass freaking skeleton staring at me like 3 feet away, less than that. Sorry, I won't yawn. I'm trying not to yawn. I can't believe how many people are still watching. You guys are troopers. You guys are all troopers. I don't know what. I got to get some other stuff. Um, I had to get some more decorations. I got to move some stuff around. Maybe I should just take everything out from behind me. Just leave it black. I don't know. I had to get more interesting stuff for sure. Like I said, I got to get my Ouija board out. I got to find one. Like I said, I know I got one somewhere or two. I think two. All right. All right. You want me to start at the ghost box again? Maybe I'll put up. What? That's bugged out. What do you mean? I don't know how. There's a long delay. I don't know what's going on. It just seems like the delay's long because you guys don't. Oh, I'm sorry. See, just you saying yawning is making me yawn. All right, when the time changes, maybe I'll get off of here. It's still only one. Oh, it's almost quarter till two. Then it's going to jump to 3 in the morning. Yeah, I know. I know. That was crazy. I don't know how in the fuck I did that. I just don't know. All right, let's start up another box session. See what happens. Chrissy, where are you from? I know where everybody else is. That's why I just asked because I'm curious on the time difference on where you're at. The skull that's looking at me. Oh, yeah. He's still staring at me. I should just turn off the monitor so I won't have to look at it. You're in Texas? What part of Texas? I've been to Grapevine. I've been to Dallas. I've been to Fort Worth, Arlington. All right. I guess we'll start up a box session. Let's fire it up. Fire in the hole. The hell was that? That was weird. Why are they just calling out a bunch of numbers? Okay, got it. I know where you're at.
Where he
And spotted.
Been spotted? Who's been spotted? All right, that's weird. Shit's going crazy again. The hell?
Lord.
If you guys see anything in the mirror, let me know.
Possibly.
Eine Etage tief.
What the hell is that? That just scared the fuck out of me.
Dann stopp
24, 20.
Then
God.
hier.
yes.
I don't know what.
The hell am I seeing? I'm seeing like freaking shadows.
Staat.
Who's here with me?
Non sans faire
Is there somebody here in the room with me?
Ja.
26.
Hold on a sec.
La.
I have the room amplified now.
waar zijn.
So if anybody's here, you can speak with us.
Go with us.
Speed.
That lies.
Goed.
Bos.
Delen.
Myra negative.
And 11.
What's negative?
Third.
Legitimate acoustic.
Lyon.
Okay, what are you talking about the acoustics?
Not a.
Hated the world. You don't know. Ik ja, zie.
Virus.
It's look.
Demon.
Demon? Why are you talking about demons?
Ah,
Yeah, no. When I saw a shadow, it felt like something went like in front.
Action.
What the fuck? Something just blocked out that light.
Recording.
There's a light
Maybe
on
possibly.
this side,
Claire, clear.
Good going.
and it blocked it out.
Nevermore. Anza.
There's shit going on down. There's shit going down in here tonight.
Vuelve.
Who's here with us tonight?
Hey, please.
So I have my other mic on right now. That's monitoring the room. So that's why you hear me kind of like echoey because I have two mics on. And you could actually hear the computer fans going.
Een hoop geschreven. Voet. Right.
Almost to the
Afie.
Door.
3950.
So you still in the room with us, or did you leave?
ring.
Weather.
Look at them.
Knoop.
Snel.
She said it hurt.
Who said it?
No.
All right, I just shut something down.
Im Augenblick.
Och, meestal.
Un religioso.
Well, hello, Suzette.
Guardian, yes.
20.
Hmm. Hmm. Hearing something again. What the hell? Who's here with us? Yeah, the time change. Let's see what time it is. Oh, look, I got 2 more minutes. So it's 1:58 here on the West Coast. Dogs are going crazy.
That bends above.
How do I know that my play that um well, if there's a lot of crazy or if there's a lot of experiences going on, um, if it occurs quite often, or
Sacados que
Important.
and you document it,
For
like here, there's 3 different spirits, um, and I kind of just well, I was talking about them to the homeowner,
zat
and
ook al
I described what I saw and who I saw, and they told me to go over somewhere and open up a book, a photo album that I've never seen before, and I pointed it out who I saw, and I was just like, "Wow."
la malicia.
Desolate.
But is it just residual energy that's here? I don't know.
O el hombre.
I hear people, like I experienced little girls speaking. Saw a lady walk through the house, walk out the door, and shut the door. Um, saw a gentleman standing in the hallway. Saw the same gentleman standing here in the garage.
Okay.
Um,
geeft.
so yeah, it was kind of a trip.
Is it
Salut, Charlemagne.
Sam, we were just talking about you earlier this evening. Oh, look, it's 3:01 now. The time changed. I just lost my hour. Oh well, now I'm all caught up.
Yeah.
It went well.
Go for
All right, I'm going to end this session. I'm doing well, Sam. How are you doing? Any fun more any crazy experiences going on over there, Sam, in your part of the world? Any more run-ins with any cows? Or any more falling through floors out there? Yep, we only have one more. And then we don't have to do this shit anymore, Suzette. We only have the next one is in the fall, and then that's it. No more. Thank God. Cow tipping? Oh no. Is it snowing out there, Sam? All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it. It's been a fun night. Oh no. Yeah, I thought this is the last year that we're doing that we're doing the time change. Let me look it up real quick. Uh, Hold on, I'm looking this up. Oh, there's 19 states. Nineteen states are permanently on daylight savings time. Arizona was the only state that was for a while. No, Hawaii's changing. Their time doesn't change for another 4 hours. They're 4 hours behind us. Mm. What's up, Summer? How you doing? The light in the background? Oh, the one in the mirror? Um, so there's two candles burning. One is out of frame, but you can see it in the black mirror. And then there's another one that this little Egyptian god is holding. Which part of North Carolina are you from? Actually, I was just talking to a friend of mine from North Carolina. So I told him that I was thinking possibly about moving out there. He's in Hickory, but I've been to Raleigh. Um, where else? Salisbury, Charlotte. Yeah, North Carolina is pretty. People are so friendly. Yeah, that's the one. You were at the fort when you fell through the floor. From Athens, Georgia. I've been to Athens. I used to live in Albany. But a friend of mine lived on Reynolds Lake. Oh, okay. I got you. Called Pink Hill. Oh, I know, Sam. You're in pain. I can't believe you didn't break your leg. That was crazy. Well, if you want to join our private group, if you want to join our private group, click on the link there. It'll take you to our private group. It'll send me a request and I'll accept the request. Or you can always click on the QR code, and that'll take you directly to our private group. Yeah, I remember that. I remember when you were talking about that in the on the video. That was crazy, Sam. I was scared for you. I was totally scared for you. And that's what I think I even did a video after that when I said, don't, and I think I talked to you about that, Sam. I think I even said that's why you'd never want to investigate alone because, or go into an abandoned building alone because you don't know what can happen or what, in what state the location is in. Because I've done that. I've went somewhere. Luckily, I was with somebody, and I twisted my ankle really bad, and I could barely walk. Thank God I was with somebody. Yeah, exactly, Sam. So that's why I say you never want to go somewhere by yourself. God, I kept on saying, I'm going to get off of here now. I'm going to get off of here. And look at this. It's like half hour later. I'm just having too much fun. I miss you guys. I got to do this more often. I should play the cow video. I know I had it somewhere. Oh, you know what? I don't have it connected to this computer. I had it saved because I played it a couple of times. Yeah, Summer, you can always reach out to me. Um, you can message me or you can always just send me a friend request and then we could chit chat about it. If we can just message each other or you can just call me and I could talk to you about it. I have tried to play a Ouija board. I've even tried to do it by myself, which you never want to do. I can never get a Ouija board to work. I never had any luck with it. Yeah, no, I know I've been saying literally since what 1 o'clock. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get off of here. Then it went to 2 o'clock. uh you know what? I'm curious now. I gotta Oh, I should have. I didn't even think about that. It told you a phone number? Really? Did you try to call the number? Now I'm curious. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. I gotta go look and see if I can find something. Damn it. So check this out. So I went to look for a Ouija board, and I thought I gave this thing away, but I made one on my laser I had a laser cutter, was basically a laser printer. And check this out. So I made that thing a while ago. And I just found it. And I thought I gave it away. I'll have to put that thing up. Where can I put it? Hold on a sec. Let me see if it'll fit here. That'll work. I'll just put it in my background. Just shove it there. Planchette. Yeah, I could buy a planchette, or I could even make one. I think it looks good right there. Hold on, let me adjust it. All right, there we go. Perfect. It fit perfect. Now I know I have a couple of them, but like I said, I can't get it to work. I have other things that are even more, probably more dangerous than that. But I mean, it's like I tell people, a Ouija board isn't anything. I mean, it's just like anything else. It's a divination tool, just like the black mirror that I have. Same thing. A ghost box, same thing. They're all to communicate with the dead. That's all they are. They're just tools to communicate. I mean, I have several black mirrors. Actually, I have another one. I should just give one away. If anybody would be interested, maybe I'll give one away. I'll have to go get it. Now I'm gonna start breaking out stuff. Uh, but I made that black mirror. I made this one behind me. Made that Ouija board. I got a couple of other things I've made. And then the skull behind me is a real skull. Well, this one here is a real skull. This guy. So black mirror it's called a scrying mirror. So scrying is you basically put put a candle in it, and then you look into the mirror, and you'll start to communicate with the mirror. And sometimes you'll see your face. I mean, you want to light up your face where you can see your reflection in the mirror, but you want to put a candle like off to the side, but it's gonna illuminate the mirror a little bit. You actually start seeing faces. You'll see your face, but your face will start turning into other faces. And you'll start getting responses back. I used to do that whenever I'd have a seance. I've done it during investigations. Um, so it's just like watching Snow White when the evil queen is, say mirror, mirror on the wall. That's divination. There's actually been a few Disney movies where it's been pretty evil. So it's just kind of trippy. But yeah, that's basically what it is you're communicating with spirit. But I have another mirror, like I said, it's got a black frame and then the glass is black. That was actually one of the first ones I made. Um, yeah, you can also use obsidian. Basically, you don't want. Well, I take that back. Silverback glass is another thing that um, a lot of people have done some scrying in. So silverback glass is like old mirrors. Sometimes you'll see when they fade. Um, yeah, I mean, there's a way to bind them too. When you do bind the mirror, there is a. I was taught how to do it by somebody, and then you have to charge it, and you have to do. It's almost like a little ritual. I enjoy doing it, and the funny thing is I kind of do the same ritual when I was building boxes. That's true, Sam. There's different ways to make them. I have never done that, Julie. I've only used it for communication and to get answers. But I've had some weird experiences with silverback glass, and that's why when I talk to somebody about that, um, yeah, it was kind of a trip. And that's why a lot of people have said, um, that's why a lot of people have said, or that's why they would cover, and that's I think where a lot of things would happen. Where back when somebody would die, they would cover all of the mirrors with black cloth because a lot of that time it was silverback mirrors. That's what they had. So that's why they would, and people would say that it would trap the spirit in the glass. Um, and I've had some really bad experiences with some silverback mirrors. Do I have an Echo box? An Echo Vox? Are you talking about an Echo Vox? Is it's an app. I used to use it. Actually, I have it on this tablet. I have it actually installed on this tablet. I haven't turned it on in a while. I got to charge up that tablet. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm talking about, Sam. It's normally when somebody passes during an wake, they cover it up. I've had. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, I've just. That's how I knew a lot about silverback glass was when I was a kid. You know, I've had a couple of experiences with them, and then once I started getting really into the paranormal, um, I was talking to one of my early mentors, and she was telling me, I was telling her a story about a couple of things, and she asked me, "Oh, that was a silverback mirror," and so she told me to ask me if I could bring the mirror to her. So we did, and she showed me. Yeah, it was a silverback mirror. She showed me how to look for that type of glass. Not all mirrors are silverback, but they were until a point. Like that's how they made mirrors. Yeah, it's a Hispanic thing. It's actually from uh, a European thing. That's what they all brought back to the U.S. It's a Hispanic thing also. A lot of different nationalities do it. Silverback mirrors. I mean, I've had a couple that were from the 1800s. But anywho, what time is it? Now I'm going to say, okay, I'm getting off of here now. It's 3:35. Damn, we're going like the old days. Yeah, my great. Well, so one was passed down from, you know, generations on my side of the family. So that's why I said we had a couple from the 1800s. One was from my great grandparents. I hated that damn mirror. Julie, did you talk to Carl at all? I'm surprised I didn't see him on unless he probably went to bed early. Sorry guys, I'm just up. I am up. One more session. I don't have that hooked up. I gotta hook everything back up. I said after I moved, I took that thing down a while ago, just because we decided not to be doing Blu-ray anymore for a little while, and we're trying to take a couple of steps back and kind of just put everything away. And I kind of want to get back into it. I know Carl wants me to get back into it. I know I'm kind of boring tonight. uh yeah, I'm still in California. Maybe not for too much longer. I don't know. This place is just like, it's crazy. It's just getting crazier and crazier, more and more expensive. But I know it's like that everywhere, but here it's just really bad. Anyway, God, what time is it? I know I keep on looking at the clock. Maybe I'm just getting a little tired. Maybe I should go to bed. But all right, guys, I think I'm going to hit the bed. Well, I probably won't, but I'll probably be up for a little bit. But I just need to wind down. But anyway, it was good seeing some new faces. Got to meet some new people. I'll try to do this maybe I'll start up on Saturday nights again, but I'll probably start a little bit earlier, maybe 11:30. Don't know. It was kind of last minute. But I'm going to start up some new experiments, just different things, kind of shake things up a little bit. Well, good night, Christy. I thought you were gone because I haven't seen you comment. So, but it was good seeing you, and good seeing everybody. And I will see you guys soon. And thanks for watching.